know what they say, everything looks better in a square frame, which is why we're shooting the Yashica Mount 124G with some Kodak Gold 200, which is going to be the subject of today's video. We're out here in Western Mass, in particular right now, Holyoke, shooting this lovely camera and this lovely film. So I hope you stick around. Maybe you'll learn something about Kodak Gold 200 that you previously didn't know, and quite frankly, you should be buying this film because it's super cheap and super nice. So let's shoot some images and have some fun. There it is, Kodak Gold 200, the film stock that we're shooting today. And it's one that I've really enjoyed shooting over the last couple of months. In fact, it's probably been the only film stock that I've been shooting over the last couple of months. I have like 6 Pro packs at my house, which is the equivalent of almost 2 packs of Portra 400, almost. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's absolutely worth it when you're getting 3 times the amount of film that you would out of 2 packs of Portra 400, which is part of the reason why this film stock has become so popular, is that it comes in at a much cheaper price point. There's a lot of websites that are selling it below what the MSRP is. I bought a bunch from CineStill for $29.99, and I have absolutely loved it. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite film stocks, but there are a couple of bugaboos with it, and I'm going to talk about that as we continue to shoot around here today. But as the sun starts to set, we're going to keep taking more pictures. There's some fishermen down there. I would like to get some fishermen in some images. So let's not make any more haste. Let's get down there and take some pictures. Photographing some fishermen under the bridge in Holyoke, and there were a ton of people down there. A lot of great opportunities to capture some impromptu portraits of fishermen, which is one thing that I absolutely love to do. And I do want to talk a little bit about some of the aspects of this film that I think are just spectacular, and one of which being the colors, the tonality of this film. It is super pastel-y. It's sort of what people think Kodak Portra is like, but it's actually not in reality without heavy editing. This film, Kodak Gold 200, is much more pastel-like, and it gives you these really fun, beautiful skin tones, fairly accurate, but sometimes leaning a little bit more towards the oranges, which can throw things off a bit. But in all reality, in terms of landscape photography, especially around twilight, there's really no better film to shoot than Kodak Gold 200. I love the tones, but I think one of the biggest bugaboos with this film is its grain. There's a lot of grain in this film, tons and tons of grain, almost overwhelming with grain. In fact, those who shoot film and love grain will probably maybe like this film a little bit more than Portra 160, which is virtually grainless, or Ektar 100, which is even less grainless. More grainless? Doesn't sound right. But this film has a ton of grain. Take it or leave it, it is what it is. I don't mind it, but sometimes it can be pretty overwhelming. You push it, you're gonna get more grain. You underexpose it, you're gonna really show that grain. But hey, it's your photos, you do what you want with them. been shooting out in Holyoke for a couple of hours now. The sun is still setting, just beautiful. These colors are just perfect. We're gonna head on out to East Hampton, Northampton, see what we find out there. But yeah, let's see what else we can find. The night is young, my friends. The night is young. I love it. I love this time of day. We're out here now, around East Hampton. We've left Holyoke. I might take a swing back by there later today because it was buzzing. And I love that. I love when the city comes to life at this time of year. But I wanted to come out to the woods because I wanted to photograph some trees and somehow find some light and shadow. But one of the things I do want to talk a little bit about with this film is its latitude. And one of the big reasons I think that this film isn't known for its latitude is because the emulsion on this film is so thin. I was going to say paper thin, but that might even be thicker than this film. A lot of people have disputed that. I made that claim in my first review of this video a few years back, and everyone was like, "You're a dummy, that's not true." But the truth is, it really is thin. It's thinner than any film I've ever used ever before. And it comes with a bunch of issues, one of which I think affects its latitude. The other, if you're developing at home, is that it tends to curl when it dries. It curls up like a rattlesnake, and it becomes really hard to work with when you're trying to fit it into a film carrier. So if you're one of those people that develops at home like I do, you might run into some issues. It can be so frustrating, but the truth is the results that you're going to get far outweigh all the frustrations that come with the developing and drying process and scanning process. I promise you, it will be worth it. Like everything, you don't do it because it's easy, you do it because it's hard. Somebody said that, I don't remember. We got a beautiful scene here. Nice river. Let's take a picture on the Yashika. Though I don't think it's going to be the best camera to use because there's a lot here to see and not a lot of space in the square. Man, it's just gorgeous. I mean, like, it's such a contrast from going from a busy, bustling city where there's people everywhere. It's warm, it's lively, there's music, people are out on the streets, having a couple of cocktails, having fun. Then you come out here just like 5 miles west, and it's a completely different world. It's like serene, beautiful nature, and you really can't beat it. This is, flies going in my ear. But this is like, I love this. I love the dichotomy between those two. Just being only like 15 minutes from each other. It's a different world. The Yashica Mat 124G, it even is more unique in a square. So if I could give you guys one tip on how to shoot this film better, that is to overexpose this thing by one singular stop. And I know I've been talking about the latitude not being that great, but I assure you that one stop of overexposure is not going to ruin your film. It's going to make it look good. It's going to be a little bit more pastel-y, a little softer in the contrast, but it's going to give you great results. And I think that's what we're all after, is great results with less money being spent, more money in your pocket, more film being shot. I mean, you can't lose. It's a win-win. That's why I love Kodak Gold. You can shoot more, spend less, great prices, great deals, Kmart. That's not a Kmart slogan, is it? Probably not. Anyways, we're going to continue westward. All right, well, that's gonna wrap up the day. There's flies everywhere, all over me right now. But we had a good day of shooting with the Yashica Mat 124G. Beautiful conditions. We made our way out to the Oxbow to see what remaining light can produce, what we can find. And just gonna kind of wander around until I have no more shots left in this roll. But it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it, because whenever you get a chance to get out and shoot, it's all that matters. And this film makes it a lot more cost effective to get out and shoot, that's for sure. I like that. My wallet's happy. I'm happy. Emily's happy. I can take her out to dinner more now. All right, anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I gotta be honest, she scared me. I didn't hear her coming. Oh shit, there's somebody on a canoe. I'm gonna go see if I can take a picture of them real quick, because I got one more shot to burn. That seems appropriate. My last video, people were like, that's not what apropos means. Fuck out of here, I don't care.